Welcome to a postseason edition of Battle Axe, coming to you as always from the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford. We are here to crown a champion. After 7 weeks of competition, it's time for a winner-take-all double elimination postseason tournament. If you're new to the program, before we get the tournament started, we're going to go over the rules of Battle Axe. All of those rings moving inwards towards the bullseye are worth 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points. The bullseye is worth 6 points. And then the small blue dot, that's worth 8 points. At any point during a match, a player can go for it. If they hit it, they get the 8 points. If they miss it, they get nothing, Bobby. It's called the kill shot.
It's called the kill shot, Joey, and something tells me that we're going to be seeing a lot of kill shots here in the tournament. But whoever wins the tournament, Joey, gets to take home this wonderful World Axe Throwing League Championship belt, brought to you by the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range, currently held by Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. But as we've seen all season long, Joey, there's so many tremendous competitors in this league, and someone can definitely take home this belt tonight.
It is absolutely breathtaking, and the Magic Man looks poised to keep it around his belt. But as you said, Bobby, there's a lot of competition trying to take it away from him.
Absolutely.
Well, let's take a look at the standings after 7 weeks of competition. Here is how the brackets shake out. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, the number 1 seed, the defending champion, awaiting the winner of the matchup between Brittany Brokel and Ann Welp. Eric Schizzle will take on Beth Jen. Casey Nines awaits the winner of Bob Yoakum versus Nancy Kramer. And Cody Yoakum will take on Jenny Gokul.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gina Feature and Brandon Feature will be out of this tournament. They had a family emergency and they cannot participate in this tournament, but still plenty of great competitors to round out this tournament.
Well, we are all set to get the tournament underway. Brittany Brokel, our first matchup. She'll be taking on Ann Welp. So this should be a good one.
Oh, yeah. Ann definitely figured out something in her throw last week and looking to come into the tournament red hot. And as for Brittany, you know, it's like every other competitor, Joey. You just want to eliminate those mistakes. You don't want any drops. You want to live in that 5 and 6 ring.
Brokel and Welp coming into this one with identical records of 7 and 21.
4 and 4.
Couple 4s there, very close to being a 5 there for Ann, though.
That last throw from Brokel, it had a lot of rotation on it, just a little too much. I'd like to see her hone in a little more.
Exactly, because we know what over-rotation leads to, Joey. It leads to drops, and we dare not speak of those.
Yeah, you just can't have them in this tournament.
4 and
There's a nice throw there by Brittany. Looks like that could be a 5, possibly a 6 if it's popping through on the right-hand side.
So it's a 5 for Brittany Brokel, and that ties this one up at 13.
Yeah, so both competitors throwing pretty well here to get the night started. Couple 5s for both of them. Looks like a 4 there. You can see Ann shaking her head. Axe getting away from her a little bit. And of course, Joey, it's tournament time, so now we have the belt on display.
I want to remind everyone what's at stake here.
Yeah, remind them what they're playing for here.
This is throw 5, and you're tied.
So it's still tied up, 17 all after 4 throws in this double elimination tournament.
Well, and we've seen in tournaments past, Joey, you know, these matches are so close. You know, we're going to be seeing a lot of close matches here tonight. And dare I say we might be seeing a couple sudden deaths as well. Nice
Great throw there from Brittany Brokel. She's going to take the lead on that one.
Yep.
A 5 and a 3 for Ann Welp. So Brittany Brokel will take a 2-point advantage into the second half. They will switch sides and get ready to go for the second half.
Yeah, just a devastating 3 there by Ann, and Brittany doing a nice job of capitalizing on that 3.
4
Couple 4s there, very close to being a 5 though for Brittany.
But at this point, she's got to be happy to trade points with Ann Welp. She's 4 throws away from advancing.
Oh, and it's so important, Joey, to remain in the A bracket as long as possible. You know, you never want to go down to the B bracket. As we know, you're fighting for your life down there. But so the longer you can stay in the A bracket, the better chances you have of progressing and getting forward into that championship matchup.
Well, Brokel and Welp stuck in the vortex right now. And Welp running out of time. She's down by 2 with 3 throws to go. Brittany Brokel looking to put this one away.
Looks like a 4, dangerously close to being a 3 there for Ann. She cannot afford any of those.
4 and 5
She definitely needs Brittany to make a mistake and possibly be aggressive and go for the kill shot here.
Throw 9.
Yeah, Brittany Brokel extending the lead to 3 now. 35-32, just 2 throws to go. No kill shot attempt here for Ann Welp.
See, I'd like Ann to go for the kill shot here. Set herself up to really give that one throw that can win the match. If she hits it, she would be tied with Brittany right now, and it just come down to this one throw.
All right, last
Unfortunately for her,
throw.
now she
Brittany's up
needs
by
to really go for that kill shot and hope that Brittany hits a 5 or less.
Yeah, she had a nice throw. She threw a 5, but so did Brokel. And Brokel was fortunate that one stuck into the wood.
Correct.
It's all going to come down to this. Brokel up by 3, looking to send in the dagger right here.
Ian's going to hope that that's a 4, only for posterity's sake.
All
But
right, good game.
fortunately for her,
40
she'll go
and
down to
44,
the B
Brittany.
bracket.
Brittany Brokel getting her tournament started with a victory over Ann Welp, 44-40 the final.
Yeah, Brittany doing a really nice job of kind of living in that 5 ring, very close to a couple bullseyes there. So she's looking poised to advance in this A bracket. And then for Ann, she just wasn't aggressive on that 9th and 10th throw. I really wanted to see her go for the kill shot. You know, it is tournament time. She's only got 1 loss left in her season. So she really needs to be aggressive with that kill shot. She needs to get comfortable with that because that's what's really going to come down and help determine a champion.
Well, a great start to this tournament for Brittany Brokel, and it's time now for our next matchup here in this double elimination tournament to crown a champion. Eric the Scope Shizzle, a former Battle Axe champion. He'll be taking on Beth Jen, and this one should be a dandy.
Yeah, really unfortunate for both these competitors that they go up against such a high-level competitor to get the tournament started. But I think they're up for the task.
Well, Beth Jen looks up to the test. Great start right there. That might be a bullseye.
Looks like a 5 there for
Bullseye,
Eric.
Beth, and 5
Yeah, so nice start there for Beth. A nice flush bullseye.
Beth Jen coming in with a record of 19-9. Eric the Scope 21-7. Couple of competitors that want to make a deep run and bring home that belt.
Yeah, of course, Eric is a former champion. Beth has got a couple tournaments under her belt now, so they're pretty comfortable in the situation.
Yeah, Beth Jen has just continued to improve week in and week out, and she is
Bullseye
playing
there.
her
Beth.
best right now.
And Eric there with a nice flush bullseye to respond to Beth's bullseye.
So we're all tied up at 11 after the first couple of throws here between Jen and Shizzle.
Yeah, but it's all about that focus of that board. You know, you're really finding that mechanism, and both competitors have done a great job throughout their season of really honing in their throw, being really consistent, and also being aggressive with that kill shot. Looks like a 5 there for Eric, and could be a 5 for Beth, but rule to 4.
So Eric the Scope takes his first lead of this postseason tournament. He's up 16-15 after the first 3 throws.
And the unique thing about both these competitors too, Joey, is that they're very familiar with being in the lead and also from playing from behind. We've seen Eric and Beth both have some really nice comebacks this season. So it's really just a war of attrition here and just a real back and forth between these two great competitors.
And they're both very familiar with these postseason matchups. They've been around for a long time. Eric the Scope, of course, has been around since the very beginning of this league. So they are unfazed by the bright lights of this postseason.
Yeah, and Beth kind of flirting with the 4 techs here a little bit. A couple 4s in a row going into the 5th throw. Eric's got a 3-point lead. But again, she can erase a deficit with the best of them. A nice response there. That looks like a bullseye there popping through on the left-hand side. And then for Eric, he's just really taking his time, really putting a lot of effort and energy into each throw.
Can't throw it better than that. A flush bullseye for Eric the Scope. That's back-to-back bullseyes. He'll take a 3-point lead into the second half.
And a chance for what we dare not speak, right, Joey?
I'm not saying a word.
Looks like a 5 there for Beth. Eric really focusing up. He's off the mark, so we are unable to see our first unicorn.
Yeah.
I believe Eric wants another look at this.
5
I believe it was originally called a 4. He gets a closer look, and it's a 5 there.
So it remains a 3-point lead for Eric the Scope. 4 throws to go here.
Yeah, Beth just needs to focus up on that 5 and 6 ring. Looks like a nice bullseye there on the left-hand side. And you can just see Eric, he's not fazed by what Beth's doing over there. He's just focusing up on that board, trying to concentrate on his throw. And he's off the mark there.
Well, that's a big round for Beth Jen. She picks up a couple of points after a bullseye. Eric the Scope throws a 4, so Beth Jen now within 1, 3 throws to go.
Yeah, Beth with a tremendous job of capitalizing on Eric's 4 there, getting herself back into this game. Looks like that could be a devastating 4 there, though, for her if it's not popping through in the top part of that blade there for a 5. And Eric looks like he got a bullseye there. I think there's some red popping through on the right-hand side there. Joey?
4, Beth.
This is a big call here from Jenny. We'll
Absolutely.
see if it's a bullseye.
Yeah, you talk about momentum shifts. I mean, this would be huge. So rule to bullseye.
And the crowd goes wild. Eric the Scope gets those 2 points right back to extend the lead to 3.
By the skinny.
Oh, and it looks like Beth's going to be calling for a second there. She knows how important these points are.
Yeah, she's hoping this one is a 5. The Magic Man going to get a closer look. Every point crucial at this point in the matchup.
Yes, and so it is rule to forward. The call is upheld. So a 3-point lead for the Scope going into the 9th throw.
Thank you.
You can see he's feeling it now.
9th throw, Eric is up by 3.
So no indication
40 to
here that
43.
Beth Jen is going to go for a kill shot.
I think she's thinking about it, though, Joey.
Yeah, it certainly looks like she
I think
is.
she just called for it.
All right, it looks like Beth Jen will go for a kill shot.
Nice.
We've got our first kill shot of the postseason.
I don't think Eric called for the kill shot. I think he's going to just play the board. But this is a huge throw. Eric with what looks like a 4. Beth off the mark. So her axe falls. It's a 0 either way. And then it looks like this is a
Miss and
5
Eric.
there for Eric. So an 8-point lead for Eric. I think Beth's got to go up again. I mean,
There is no reason not to.
right.
The only way that Beth Jen can get back in this one is if she goes for the kill shot and somehow gets a drop
Last throw.
from Eric the
it's
Scope.
40 to
Correct.
48. Eric's up by 8. Okay.
oh, and
How
looks
about
like-
that for sportsmanship?
There you go.
They're both going to go for the kill shot. This is getting very interesting all of a sudden.
Well, Eric, of course, is a showman, so he's putting the game on the line here. If Beth hits it and Eric misses, it looks like he did. And Beth hits the kill shot. Tremendous throw there by Beth.
And the crowd goes bananas here at the Bussin' Axe throwing range. We are going to sudden death.
Well, just a fantastic throw there by Beth. Eric was off the mark, but kudos to him for putting everything on the line, knowing that if Beth hits it and he misses, they're going to have to do it all over again. So you can see he's focusing up. There's tension in the air. All tied up. Sudden death. Second match of the night, Joey.
Whoever is closer will get the win.
It looks like Beth's off the mark. So is Eric. We're going to need a tape measure for these ones here, Joey. So Jenny's going to get the tape measure out. It's very close. I can't even tell who's closer here, Joey.
It looks like
We got
Beth,
an inch
but
and 5/8.
it's tough to read the board from our vantage point.
Correct. Yeah, we're going to wait to. Well, we always talk about it,
That's 2 inches.
This game is a
Win.
game of millimeters here, and that's what it came down to. So Beth comes out the victor, sending Eric the Scope down to the B bracket.
Well, we talked about how kill
Nice.
shots were going to be crucial in the postseason, and Beth Jen delivers a kill shot on her final throw to send it to sudden death, and then she wins it, getting just a little closer than the Scope there in sudden death.
Absolutely. Eric put it all on the line there in the 10th throw. He went for the kill shot. So did Beth. Beth hit it. Eric was off the mark, which sent it to sudden death. But, man, we talk about comebacks. We talk about kill shots. We talk about sudden death and how the tension of this tournament can affect players. And that was a great example of all of those components there, Joey.
Beth Jen moving on in the A bracket. Let's throw it down to Beth for an interview on this thrilling matchup with Eric the Scope.
Yeah, we'd been trash talking all night going into the match. And I moved Taylor, and he wasn't too happy about that at first. Trying to get him off his game a little bit. And then, I kind of just continued as we went through the match, just, kind of pumping him up, telling him I'm letting him get a little lead, and then, watch his back because I'm going to come back in the end. And then being down 3 on the 9th throw, you kind of with Eric have to expect that he's going to hit the bullseyes. So I figured I was going to have to hit 2 kills to beat him. So I went for it on 9 and missed badly with the drop. But luckily he only hit a 5. So I still had a chance with that last one. And what I appreciate about Eric is that he also went up on that. He could have taken the easy win, if he wanted to, but he wants good matches just like all of us do. And so I really appreciate him going up as well and making it a good match. And so it was really fun just to hit it, and I crushed it just dead center, and it felt really good leaving my hand, and I kind of knew as it was on its way that it had a shot. Didn't know it was going to be dead center, but that was great to force sudden death. And then in sudden death, same type of thing on throw 10, just got to get close there, and he's capable of hitting those kill shots. So, it certainly wasn't a gimme, and I happened to be 3/8 of an inch closer.
As we've said time and time again, Battle Axe, not a game of inches, it's a game of centimeters, and Beth Jen moving on by the slimmest of margins. She's advancing in the A bracket. She'll await the winner of the matchup between Matt Bradshaw and Brittany Brokel. Elsewhere in the A bracket, Casey Nines will take on Bob Yoakum, and then Cody Yoakum will take on Jenny Gokel. We're just getting this double elimination postseason tournament underway. Much more Battle Axe still to come as we crown a champion. Stay tuned for more here on MC22. Welcome back to this postseason edition of Battle Axe. We're here at the Bustin' Axe throwing range to crown a Battle Axe champion here in the double elimination postseason tournament. And what a start to the tournament it's been. We just had a sudden death matchup, and Beth Jen came out on top over Eric the Scope Shizzle. We're all set for our next matchup. Jenny the Jet Gokel will be taking on Cody Yoakum.
Yeah, Jenny the Jet versus Cody Yoakum to get the night started for their tournament.
Assertive.
Jenny coming in at 15-13, Cody at 22-6. Looks like a 5 there for Cody to get the night started.
Cody Yoakum in the kilt tonight.
Yeah, in traditional axe throwing garb, it looks like.
Redirect the fan.
We'll see how that affects his throw.
There's a good throw from Jenny the Jet.
Really nice bullseye there. Ooh, and a
6-3.
devastating 3 there for Cody.
So a 2-point lead now for Jenny Gokel. She's all smiles after that one.
Yeah, we rarely see a 3 out of Cody. Of course, we've seen some drops, in previous seasons, but he's been really honing in that 5 and 6 ring, so not the start that he's been looking for here in the tournament.
Well, Jenny the Jet extending her lead. She's up by 3 now. Cody the Kilt looking to respond.
Yeah, the kilt shot, maybe.
5, 6.
Looks like a 6 there for Jenny the Jet.
Fifth throw. Jenny, you're up.
So she seems to be in a really nice rhythm here to get the night started. 21 points after 4 throws. A couple bullseyes.
She couldn't have asked for a better start.
Correct, yeah. Axe getting away from her a little bit.
4-4.
Looks like that's a 4 there for Cody. Could be a 5 if it's popping through on the right-hand side there. And it is.
5.
So overturned, rule of 5. Able to get
Switch
a point on
side.
Jenny before the turn.
So a great start for Jenny the Jet. She'll take a 3-point lead into the second half, and she's wasting no time.
As is tradition,
4-4.
Jenny wasting no time with her throw. And Cody hoping that the changing of lanes can help his game here. But unfortunately for him, he's still down 3 with 4 throws to go. There's another nice authoritative throw there by Jenny the Jet.
6-5.
Yeah, she didn't miss the bullseye by much there. We'll see if that's a 5 for Yoakum. In fact, it was a bullseye for Jenny the Jet, so she extends the lead to 4.
Yeah.
Time starting to slip away here for Cody Yoakum.
Yeah, with the way Jenny's throwing, Cody needs to make up some serious points quickly. And I think the kill
5-4.
shot's got to come into play sooner rather than later. Oh, so a ruling in favor of Cody there. Looked like that could be a 5 there for
Ninth
Jenny.
throw.
But unfortunately
Jenny
for her,
went by
it is
4.
ruled a 4. Still with a 4-point lead, though, with 2 throws to go. I'd love to see Cody go for the kill shot here.
And it doesn't look like he will. He's just going to try and play the board. But Jenny the Jet really dialed
6-4.
in right now. 2 bullseyes in her last
10th throw.
3
Jenny, you're up by
throws.
6.
She's got her foot on the gas.
Top.
She's up by
Cody's going
6. And Cody Yoakum going for the kill shot.
It's going for the kill shot, and he's going to need a drop by Jenny just to advance in the A bracket here. But
What a throw from Jenny Gokel. Wow.
Another-
Great throw there from
Hold.
Cody Yoakum as well. He didn't
Jenny,
hit it,
5.
I think he did actually hit
though. Oh,
it, yeah.
he did. He just got it on the bottom of the blade. But Jenny the Jet,
All right, Jenny's going to take
with
the match.
ice in her
47 to
veins,
50. Nice
she
work,
gets the
guys.
win 50-47.
Yeah, so coming in this tournament, Cody Yoakum, one of the competitors we thought could come home with this belt, but unfortunately for him, he came out of the gates ice cold here, Joey, with a 3 on his second throw, really put himself behind the 8 ball, and then just kudos to Jenny the Jet. I mean, throwing up a 50 in her first game in the A bracket, she'll advance, sending Cody Yoakum down to the B bracket, and if Jenny keeps throwing like this, she's definitely a competitor to look out for.
Yeah, you put up around a 50, you're going to win a lot of matches, and Jenny the Jet Gokel making a statement here to start her postseason. Time now for our next matchup in this double elimination postseason tournament. It's going to be Bob Yoakum taking on Casey Laser Wolf Nines, a former champion.
Former champion and Bob Yoakum coming in. This is his first tournament, Joey, so we'll see how the jitters affect him here. But
Another fine season for Laser Wolf, 26-2 coming into the postseason.
yeah, really a dangerous competitor. Looks like he threw a 4 there, though, to get the night started, and a 4 there for Bob as well. Not exactly too pleased with how that axe is hitting the board there for Bob. That's going to be a drop if that's a little more rotation on it, so something he's got to figure out. A little better throw there.
4 Bob. 4 Casey.
Well, they're stuck in the vortex right now.
Yeah, something we really haven't seen from Casey is a lot of the 4s here. We've seen him living in that 5 and 6 ring, especially the last couple weeks getting ready for this tournament.
4 and 4.
But here you go, back and forth, all 4s, going into the 4th throw. How about it, Joey?
Well, Bob Yoakum's got to be pleased.
Yeah, he's right in this thing.
And for Casey Nines, fortunately, this first-round matchup is one that he can afford a few 4s.
That's a nice bullseye there by Casey. Looks like it's a flush bullseye.
4 Bob, bullseye, Casey. I went to that wrong lane.
So
He got off to a start like that against some of the top competitors in
All
this
right.
league. He'd
Fifth
already be
row,
in big
Casey's
trouble.
up by
Exactly.
2.
So Casey trying to find his throw to get the night started for Bob. He's just cool, calm, and
4
collected.
Bob.
He's still stuck in that
5
vortex,
Casey.
though.
Well, Casey Nines will take a 3-point lead into the second half against Bob Yoakum.
Yeah, so Bob hoping that the change of lanes helps his throw. We'll see how it affects him. Looks like another 4 there. We know, well, it could be a
Casey,
5 actually if
5
it's
Bob.
popping through on the bottom-hand side, and it is ruled a 5 there. From our action cam, you got a little better look at it there.
All right, this is going to be
Well,
your
Bob
7th
Yoakum
row,
wins a round
25
for the
to
first time this
27.
matchup. He gets within 2. He's right within striking distance.
Another 4 there, and as we know, Joey, from tournaments
4
past,
Bob.
4s are not going to get the job
Bullseye,
done.
Casey.
And for a competitor like Bob, being his first tournament, he really wants to live in that 5 and 6 ring so he can advance and stay in that A bracket as long as possible. You never want to have your back up against the wall.
Casey Nines up by
Casey,
4,
Bob.
and he throws another 4. So it remains a 4-point advantage. I'd love to see Casey Nines finish strong here and bring some momentum into the next round.
Yeah, and as we've seen from Casey before in the past too, Joey, he's not too comfortable going for the kill shot as well. So
5 Bob.
even with a match
5
like
Casey.
this, where he's in the driver's seat, I'd like to see him go for the kill shot just to
All
get
right,
that
this is your last
muscle
throw.
memory figured
Casey's
out.
Up by 4, 38 to 42.
No kill shot attempts coming here for Yoakum or Nines.
And looks like that could be a 3 there
4 Bob.
for Bob. Ruled a
Bullseye,
4 though.
Casey.
Well, Casey Nines
right,
finishes
Casey.
this one with a bullseye.
42,
He gets the
Bob,
win
48,
over Bob
Casey.
Yoakum, 48 to 42.
Well, you can see there's some fans in the crowd there rooting for Casey, so definitely a fan favorite is Casey Laser Wolf Nines, and he defeats Bob Yoakum 48 to 42, sending Bob down to the B bracket, where he'll join Cody Yoakum down in the B bracket. Well, they'll only have 1 loss left here, Joey, before their season ends. So Casey advances to the A bracket, but for him, I don't think he's all too pleased with how he was coming out the gates here throwing. He wants way more 6s, not that many 4s, and he definitely wants to improve his game if he wants to take home that title.
Yeah, we know Laser Wolf is capable of much better than this, but still a nice round of 48 and he's moving on, staying alive in the A bracket, which is oh so important on this road to a Battle Axe championship. Let's take a look at the updated A bracket. Matt Bradshaw advancing over Brittany Brokel. He's going to take on Beth Jen in the next round. Casey Laser Wolf Nines, we just saw him advance. He'll take on Jenny the Jet Gokel. Down in the B bracket, Cody Yoakum advancing over Ann Welp. He'll take on Bob Yoakum. Father-son matchup there. And then Eric the Scope Shizzle will take on Brittany Brokel. We'll bring you much more postseason Battle Axe straight ahead. Stay tuned to MC22. Welcome back to Postseason Battle Axe, coming to you from the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque. I'm Joey the Jaw alongside Bobby the Blade, and we are here to crown a Battle Axe champion. It's been an exciting start to this postseason thus far.
Absolutely. We've seen some really surprising performances here. Jenny throwing up a 50 there in her first matchup, so definitely a dangerous competitor. And, of course, Beth Jen defeated Eric Shizzle in an exciting matchup here to get the night started. And she'll have another strong test here up against Matt the Magic Man.
Our first look tonight at the defending champion, Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. He's taking on Beth Jen, who, of course, won in sudden death over Eric the Scope.
Yeah, so Beth and Matt have put together some good matches over the season.
My ankle cracks.
So they know with the belt on the line, I'm sure we're going to get another great, exciting matchup here. So Beth with a nice 5 to get the night started here for her matchup.
Matt Bradshaw coming into the postseason with a record of 28-1. Cody Yoakum, the only man to beat him this season. That came all the way back in week 1.
It was week 1, and he's been a man on a mission ever since then, throwing up some really impressive numbers. But Beth coming out the gate hot.
Looks like a bullseye.
Looks like a bullseye.
Gonna be a 5,
Ooh.
She just missed it. We'll see if this is a 4 or a 5 for the Magic Man.
We'll have to see on the bottom part of that blade. Jenny doesn't know what the call is yet. She's going to bring in Eric to get a closer look.
It's 4.
And it looks like they ruled it a 4, and Matt is not going to contest it.
Thank you.
Well, Beth Jen couldn't have asked for a better start here. A couple of 5s. Matt Bradshaw rarely throws a 4. He's started his postseason with back-to-back 4s.
He's got a couple there to start this matchup here. Definitely a rarity we've seen here in Matt the Magic Man.
Beth, bullseye Matt.
Well, that's more like the Magic Man we all know and love, a bullseye, to tie this one up at 14.
Yeah, doing a great job just capitalizing on Beth's 4 there. Really finding that throw. And you can feel it too, Joey, in the arena here. It's very warm. So I think those are going to play into some people's throws here a little bit. The axe getting a little sticky.
5 Matt.
Yeah, you factor that in with just the nerves that come playing on this stage,
right.
and
Correct.
you got to feel awfully
Matt
hot.
by 1s.
Yeah, there's pressure all around.
But it appears the Magic Man has gotten rid of those postseason jitters, if that's what they were on his first couple of throws.
Yeah, it looks like he's really dialing in his throw. Nice, another just flush bullseye there. Nice, looks like a bullseye there for Beth as well. Still just a 1-point game, though.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you want to be if you're Beth Jen. You're just 1 point back of the Magic Man going into the second half. If she can stay hot, she'll have a chance.
Well, and to her credit, I mean, that's a off-the-mark throw there, but she's already had a couple kill shots that she's thrown in her previous match, so lucky that that's a 4 and not a 3, and Matt only hit a 5 there, so I believe the kill shot will definitely factor in this game. And Beth's already got a couple of them under her belt. But focusing up on that board, finding that 5 and 6, you see Matt just taking a beat. Something didn't feel right, so he had to reset. Which is a huge thing for all competitors have to learn. You have to be comfortable when you take your throw.
4 Beth.
And you can see it paid off there with a nice flush bullseye, increasing his lead to 4.
This is
With
throw
3
8.
throws to go.
Matt's up by 4.
Well, Bobby, you talked about it earlier. Beth Jen threw a couple of kill shots earlier, and she's really got to start thinking about going for it here. Obviously, she's not going to do it on this one, but that's going to come into play, I think, in this one.
Well, I don't mind, the aggressive play of going for the kill shot on your 8th throw. If you're behind it already, especially going up against somebody like Matt that doesn't make a mistake, be the aggressor even if you're behind. Go for that kill shot. If you hit it and Matt, even hits a 6, you make that statement that you can hit that kill shot, and he knows you're going to go for it again, and that could affect his last 2 throws.
She's going to look to make a statement right here. She's going for the kill shot on her 9th throw.
Matt with a 5 there. And Beth off the mark. So that is a 0. She's down by 10. Looks like she's going to be heading down to the B bracket, but we'll see. They're both going to be going for the kill shot here. That's what I'd love to see, Joey.
No reason not to do it right here. Good practice for the Magic Man. As we know, he'll have to throw some more kill shots here in the postseason.
It's a good practice for both competitors. Beth's going to be going down to the B bracket. Matt looks like he's off the mark, and so is Beth. So that'll end it.
All right. Good game.
So Matt the Magic Man staying alive in the A bracket. Beth Jen will drop down to the B bracket. 47-37 the final in this one.
Yeah, Beth doing a really nice job of starting off this match with a couple 5s. Unfortunately for her, after the turn, the wheels kind of fell off, and probably more so Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw found his game and really turned it on. But she'll head down to the B bracket where she'll be fighting for her life, and then Matt will advance in the A bracket. But a round of 47, not the typical Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw score, so we'll see if these elements are affecting his throw for the rest of the night and see if he can retain this title.
Kind of a shaky start to the postseason for many of these competitors. In fact, the best round we've seen thus far in this tournament has come from Jenny the Jet Gokul. She put up a round of 50 to get her tournament started. Here's Jenny the Jet on competing in this tournament.
The pressure, it's weird because you hang out with these people all the time, talk to them, they're all your friends, and then you get up there and suddenly it's like, it feels like you're strangers. It feels like you've never met them before. All the nerves start coming up, so it's intense.
Well, Jenny the Jet off to a great start. She's going to look to stay alive here in the A bracket in this double elimination postseason tournament. Casey Laserwolf 9s will be the competition for Jenny the Jet here in this second round matchup.
Yeah, so as Jenny was talking about in her interview, these are competitors are your friends. You see them all the time. But when it comes time for the tournament, all of a sudden there's a little bit of tension in the air. Everyone's a little quieter, less chatty, because everyone wants to take home that beautiful, beautiful belt.
Well, another good start here for Jenny the Jet. She throws a 5 to jump out to the early lead over Laser Wolf.
And both these competitors, too, Joey, are more of the grip it and rip it style. Casey, a little more methodical than Jenny, but he definitely has a process that's very quick, so he wants to get in a rhythm to find that 5 and 6 ring.
We're all tied up at 9 after the first couple of throws here between Casey 9s and Jenny Gokul.
Looks like that's a 4 there for Jenny and close to being a 5 there for Casey, but all tied up going into the 4th throw.
Throw number 4.
But yeah, Jenny just had a tremendous matchup to get this night started.
Looks like.
And she's looking to carry that over. She's not missing that 5 ring by much.
3 straight 4s from Gokul and a couple straight 4s from Casey Laserwolf 9s. It's going to come down to who can get into that 5 and 6 ring more consistently here.
Yeah, it looks like that's a 5, possibly a bullseye there for Casey if it's popping through on the right-hand side. Of course, Matt is a very methodical judge. Always makes sure to get up close and personal to
touch him up, switch him up.
make sure he's got the call right.
At the turn, Casey's up
So
by
Casey
1,
Laserwolf
22.
9s will take a 1-point lead into the second half.
Axe just getting away from Jenny.
5-4.
A nice throw there by Casey. But again, still just a 2-point game with 4 throws to go.
7, Casey by 2.
Jenny's not too familiar with the kill shot. But that's a nice bullseye there.
Well, that might be a 2-point pickup
6-5.
there for Laser Wolf, but it's a 5 for Jenny. That's huge. That'll just make it a 3-point game. 3 throws to go.
8, Casey
I
by
don't think
3.
you need to go for the kill shot yet, but she's got to have a good throw here.
I don't know, even being down 3, especially with someone
4.
not as familiar with the kill shot like Casey is, going for that kill shot on your 8th throw would really put a lot of pressure
Throw
on his
number
last
9,
2 throws. But
Casey by 3.
Unfortunately for her, she stays down. It's still a 3-point game, so still anything can happen. But
5,
a
4.
nice 5 there by Casey Laser Wolf.
All right, here we are.
Well,
throw
she's
number
down
10.
by 4. I
Casey's up
think
by
you
4,
got to go for the kill shot
42-38.
here.
You got to go for the kill
She's
shot.
definitely thinking about it.
Yep. And
This
you
is
need
throw
Casey to hit a
10.
4 to send this thing into
Yes.
sudden death.
Kill shot
I mean, it's
called on
going to
the
be a
right.
rarity to see him hit a 3. We've seen him definitely hit 4s. She's off the mark. Casey with a
5,
nice
miss.
5 there to advance in the A bracket.
So Casey Laser Wolf 9's moving on. Jenny the Jet
Casey
will
takes that
drop
one,
down to the B
47-38.
bracket. 47-38, the final.
Yeah, Casey doing a really nice job of kind of finding his throw on the turn there. 47 points is a nice score. We've definitely seen him throw better than that, but I think the elements here, Joey, are really starting to affect a lot of the throwers here. You see a lot more 4s out of Casey and Matt, and for Jenny, she just got stuck in that vortex a little bit. There's no bullseyes on her card here, so she'll go down to the B bracket. But we know from her first matchup, Joey, that she had a really nice throw, so she can find that, hopefully advance in the B bracket and stay alive.
Well, it's all about staying alive in the postseason tournament, and that's exactly what Casey Laser Wolf 9's has done. Here's Casey on his matches thus far.
My first match was against Bob, and he threw really well. I just got lucky, honestly. He was throwing really well before, so going up against him we were kind of neck and neck through the entire game. I think the later half of the game, I was able to pull out just a little bit further ahead of him. My second game, again, with Jenny, we were neck and neck again right up until the last couple throws. Both of them were really close games. I honestly wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Well, Casey Laser Wolf 9's looking to win a Battle Axe championship for the second time in his career. Let's take a look at the updated A bracket. It's going to be a couple of champions going head-to-head here in the final matchup in the A bracket, Bradshaw versus 9's. Down in the B bracket, Beth Jen awaits the winner of Cody Yoakum versus Bob Yoakum. Jenny Gokel will take on Eric the Scope Shizzle.
Yeah, it's a really interesting B bracket, and looking forward to seeing how it plays out.
We'll bring it all to you straight ahead. Stay tuned for more postseason Battle Axe right here on MC22. Welcome back to the double elimination postseason tournament here on Battle Axe to crown a champion here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford. And what a thrilling start it's been to the postseason. We've still got a long ways to go to crown a champion.
We do. It's anyone's game so far, and looking forward to this next matchup.
Bob Yoakum will be taking on his son, Cody Yoakum. We get that father-son matchup here in the postseason.
Yeah, we've seen a
Throw
couple of
number
these
one,
matchups
lanes are
already
live.
in the season, Joey, and it's been a good one. Bob coming in for his first season, really putting up some nice points, making himself a dangerous competitor.
Hold, please.
And Cody kind of stumbled coming out of the gates in the tournament.
4-4.
Fell to Jenny the Jet, but he's advanced in the B bracket, and now he's facing his dad, Bob Yoakum.
All right, this is throw number 2.
So Bob looking to stay alive here in the B brackets. Got to find that 5 and 6 ring. Looks like he did there on that throw. Looks like a 5.
5-5.
Nice throw there by Cody.
Well, they trade points once again, 9-all after the first couple
Throw
of
number
throws.
3, all knotted up at 9.
Bob Yoakum put up a round of 42 in his opening matchup of the tournament. Cody Yoakum a round of 47 in that loss to Jenny the Jet. She had that round of 50 to get things started.
Absolutely. And
5-4.
Bob with a nice throw there. I really like that release point that he had on that last throw there, Joey. That was a really solid, repeatable motion.
Throw number 4. Bob is up by 1.
If you can hone it in a little bit, you can find that six bullseye before you know it. It looks like that's very close to being one.
Well, Bob Yoakum dialed in right now.
6-4.
And it is a bullseye there, so Bob increases his lead to 3 going into the 5th throw.
All right, this is
Not
throw
taking it
number
easy on his
5.
son.
Bob is up by 3.
Not in the slightest.
You want to take home that belt, you got to earn it. And it's always something with competitors, too. Once they see that belt, Joey, and they know they can take that home, you wonder if they
5-5.
something clicks inside their game and they can really step it up.
All right,
Yeah,
touch
or
him
if
up,
it
switch
has
him
the
up. At the
adverse
turn,
effect, I
Bob
mean, you
is
got
up
to
by
sit there and
3,
play and stare right at
25-22.
Stare
that
right
thing.
at it, yeah. And,
That's got to be tough.
and it's reflective,
All right,
too, so
throw
you can
number
really
6,
see yourself
lanes
in
are
it.
live.
Unfortunate 4 there for Bob, and Cody doing a really nice job of capitalizing. Looks like that could be a 5, possibly a 6.
5, 4.
But rule to 5. Able to
So
get a point.
a 2-point lead for Bob Yoakum. 4 throws to
All right,
go.
this is throw number 7, Bob by 2.
So Bob just needs to find that 5 and 6 ring. Oh, unfortunately for him, that looks like a 3 there, Joey.
5, 3.
Cody doing another nice job of capitalizing on
Guess
Bob's
what?
mistakes.
Throw number 8, we are tied.
Well, it's 32-all now with 3 throws to go.
And we always talk about how important it is, Joey. You know, if you have the lead, you got to continue to be the aggressor, put positive points on the board. Unfortunately for Bob, he left that door open, and kudos to Cody. He went right through that door and tied this thing up.
This is uncharted territory for Bob Yoakum. His first postseason, his first
Throw
time
number
playing with the
9, got it
lead.
up at 37.
But he's got a chance here to take down Cody. 2 throws to go. It's tied at 37.
Another mistake there. Looks like another 3 there. but
3.
Very uncharacteristic there. We'll get a 3 out of Cody
All right,
as
gentlemen,
well.
here's the situation. We are at throw number 10.
So
We
it's
are
going to
knotted
come
up
down
at
to this
40
final
apiece.
throw. 40-all. 10th throw coming here between Bob and Cody Yoakum.
We'll see. Last week, Cody wanted the sudden death with his dad, so he did a purpose
Hold,
drop.
please.
Unfortunately for him, he did the math wrong and gave the victory to Bob. So we'll see how these 2 throws play out, but maybe he'll get his sudden death that he was looking for.
I think we might.
Looks like, I mean, it looks like Cody's could be a 5 if it's popping through on the bottom part of that blade.
That was 5-5.
And then for Bob, it looks like that was a 5 there.
So we are getting that
gentlemen, here we
sudden
go.
death matchup that Cody Yoakum wanted, and it comes in the
Who sucks less?
postseason. How about that?
Lanes are open.
So Bob will attempt a kill shot. I don't believe we've seen him attempt a kill shot all season. He's off the mark, and looks like Cody is
Left
going
lane
to
takes it. Cody
advance.
takes it.
Cody Yoakum advancing in
job,
sudden
gentlemen.
death over his dad, Bob Yoakum.
Yeah, so Cody finally getting that kilt shot that he was looking for, and he comes out the victor, advancing in the B bracket. But for him, he's got that 3 on that 9th throw. It's definitely something he wants to fix. And also, Joey, if you look at the scorecard there, no bullseyes as well. So he knows that if he wants to take home that championship belt, he's got to start finding that bullseye to put up some even better scores than he just did there. So he advances in the B bracket. Bob Yoakum, unfortunately, ends his first season in Battle Axe, but what a season it was.
A great start for Bob Yoakum here on Battle Axe. Cody Yoakum looking to work his way back in the B bracket. Well, Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw is the defending champion. He knows kill shots will be crucial to winning another title. Here's the Magic Man on going for the kill shots in the tournament.
Kill shots come tournament time are almost a must. And I think it's just tournament etiquette when you get to the point when you're up on your opponent where it's out of reach. The etiquette is you don't want to go for that just because you don't want to, hurt your opponent. But it's one of those things where you basically have to do it because you're going to have to rely on that later on in matches. Then you can draw from that when you actually need it. So usually it's more of an etiquette type thing. When it's an out of reach type thing, you definitely go up top.
Matt the Magic Man, a class act here on Battle Axe.
Absolutely. Telling us about the etiquette of going for the kill shot. We all know that you don't want to rub it in your opponent's face, but you also want to have it in your back pocket.
Casey Laser Wolf Nines and Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw going head-to-head here in the A bracket, a battle of titans.
Well, this is a classic matchup here in the Battle Axe Arena. Laser Wolf versus the Magic Man. Casey with a nice start there. Looks like a bullseye. And Matt with another 4. So both matches we've seen out of Matt, he starts the night off with a 4. Definitely an uncharacteristic throw there by Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, but it's imperative on Casey Laser Wolf Nines to capitalize on that mistake.
And indeed he did with the bullseye. That looks like a 4 for Laser Wolf.
Looks like a 5 there
4.
for the Magic Man. So yeah, so something Casey knows in the back of his head, he cannot have 4s on the board, so he's got to get that 1 on his second throw, just put it out of his brain, and focus up on that 5 and 6 ring.
Yeah, he hasn't been off to the best start. I mean, he's played fine, but
Right.
he's going to have to elevate his game here against the Magic Man to stay alive at the A bracket.
We just know there are better throws in his arsenal there, so he's getting this match started off really well with a couple sixes on his first 3 throws for a 2-point lead going into the 4th.
This is exactly where you'd want to be if you're Casey Laser Wolf Nines going up against the Magic Man.
Looks like another 4 there, so
Sorry.
Matt
4,
with
Casey.
a looks like a bullseye
Bullseye,
could be on the top part of that blade. And it is ruled a bullseye, so he ties this
All
thing
right,
up.
this is your 5th
We knew it was
throw,
only a matter of time before we'd
and
see
you
a
guys are
bullseye of the
tied at
Magic Man.
20.
20 all after 4 throws between Nines and Bradshaw.
Well, the thing with these two competitors, too, Joey, is that they're so familiar with each other. They're familiar with each other's throws. They've gone back and forth for years now.
Bullseye and bullseye.
And it looks like a couple of bullseyes. I think it's popping through on the right-hand side there for Laser Wolf.
Well, they are starting to rise to the occasion here with that championship belt on the line. It's 26 all after the first half, and we dare not speak of what Matt Bradshaw could do right here on this throw.
Exactly, and Casey with a nice, looks like a bullseye there.
Bullseye.
And it is a bullseye there for Matt, so it took a little while, but we got our first unicorn here in the
You guys are
tournament.
Still tied.
And, of course, it comes from the Magic Man. Another bullseye from Nines as well. He's got a shot at something we dare not speak of.
Well, it's such a crucial matchup here in the A bracket, Joey, because the winner of this match just gets to sit and wait for the winner of the B bracket to come and challenge them. So no one wants to go down to the B bracket, and both these competitors have done a really nice job at advancing in the A bracket. So when they go down to the B bracket, they're not going to have to face as much of a gauntlet as the other competitors have. But it's really nice to sit and wait for your competitor instead of having to battle back to this A bracket.
These are the two guys you'd expect to be here in this A bracket matchup, Bradshaw and Nines. Tremendous focus, as always, from the Magic Man.
Bullseye and
Yeah,
bullseye.
we'll see. That looks like a bullseye for both competitors there.
All right.
Casey's
this is
starting to
throw
find his
9,
stroke.
And you are tied at
These
40.
guys are really dialed in right now. 43 all, 2 throws to go.
Man, this is just a heavyweight bout back and forth, all tied up, 43-43. Nice throw. Looks like that could be a bullseye if it's popping through in the top part of that blade. Looks like a 5 there, but a bullseye there for Matt, so finally we get some separation.
A flush bullseye from the Magic Man to take a 1-point lead. Jenny's going to get a closer look, but it is a 5. So Bradshaw leading 49-48 with 1 throw to go.
All right.
Yeah, this is an
Last
interesting
throw.
predicament here for
Matt is up
Casey
by
Laser
1,
Wolf Nines.
48-49.
He's down by 1. He needs Matt to hit a 5, and he needs to hit a bullseye. We'll see how aggressive he wants to be. I wonder if he's thinking about the kill shot here, Joey.
Well, I think normally you would go for it, but I think the way that Bradshaw has thrown this tournament, he's capable of throwing a 4. So
Correct, yeah.
you might just hope that happens, but it looks like he's going for the kill shot.
And see if he hit it. Oh, and it looked like Matt went up with him. So a good show of sportsmanship there. Matt hit his, so this thing is all but done. But very close there for Casey Laser Wolf Nines.
Well, what a matchup here between Bradshaw and Nines. It's the Magic Man getting the win, 57-48. Would have been a lot closer hadn't been for that kill shot. Would have been probably a 1-point matchup.
Absolutely, and it was very similar to that match between Eric and Beth earlier in the night here, where both competitors going up for the kill shot. If Casey would have hit his kill shot and Matt would have missed his kill shot, Casey would have come out the victor and been the champion of the A bracket. But as it stands, Casey missed his kill shot and Matt hit his, so Matt will be sitting there waiting for the survivor of the B bracket. Casey will go down to the B bracket and face his next foe.
Well, let's take a look at the updated bracket here in this double elimination postseason tournament. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw advancing to the championship round. He will await the winner of the B bracket. Let's take a look at that B bracket. It's Casey Nines awaiting the winners between Beth Jen and Cody Yoakum, who will take on Eric Shizzle. And then the winner of that one will get Nines with a trip to the championship on the line. We'll bring you the rest of this postseason straight ahead here on MC22. Stay tuned for more Battle Axe. Welcome back to Battle Axe here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque. We're here to crown a Battle Axe champion. It's the double elimination postseason tournament, and we're getting closer and closer to crowning a champion. It's been a great start to the tournament, and we've got a long ways to go still here to crown a champion. We're going to head down to some action in the B bracket where it's win or go home. Cody Yoakum will be taking on Beth Jen.
Yeah, now we get to the really exciting part of the night here, Joey. The B bracket where winner advances and loser ends their season. So Cody coming off a victory over Bob Yoakum in sudden death. And Beth with a couple really nice matches for her night. Getting started with a nice bullseye there. Cody finding the 5 ring.
Cody, the kill shot, advancing with the kill shot over his dad to stay alive in this B bracket.
Yeah, and Cody's been to the B bracket before. He's advanced pretty far in the B bracket before, so he's used to this kind of pressure.
No doubt. He's been in that championship matchup before, and he would love to get back.
Absolutely. Really stepping up his game. Looks like a nice 5 there. Matt getting a really close look here. As we know, all these points are very, very important. So he wants to make sure he gets the ruling right the first time. So it looks like a couple 5s there. And Beth getting a close look too, wants to make sure. Doesn't contest it. Takes her 5 and goes back for the 3rd throw.
So Beth Jen still on top by 1 point here over Cody Yoakum in this win or go home matchup.
Looks like another 5. Ooh, ruled a 6 there for Beth. So must have been popping through in the top part of the blade there.
Well, a great start here for Beth Jen. 2 bullseyes and a 5 to build a 2-point advantage over Cody Yoakum.
As we see, once the B bracket starts to kind of take its form, we start seeing some really nice throws out of these competitors.
Well, you've really got to just elevate your game and rise to the occasion when it's win or go home down in the B bracket. Nice throw there from Cody Yoakum. We'll see if it's a bullseye. If it is, we're going to be all tied up.
Yeah, the X getting away from Beth there a little bit. Looks like a 4. And then for Cody, this is a huge call. If it's a bullseye, he's going to be able to take the lead. So Matt getting a very close look. But ruled a 5. So Cody living in that 5 ring, though.
So Beth Jen still up by 1, 21-20 after 4 throws.
And for Cody, you can look at his first 4 throws, all 5, so he's living in that 5 ring. As we know, those 5s can turn to 6s very quickly. So whatever he's doing, he's just got to keep doing it. Looks like another nice throw there. They're giving Matt a workout here. He's got to get up close and personal to really see if it's popping through on the right-hand side, but it's ruled a 5, so 5 consecutive 5s by Cody the Kilt Shot Yoakum.
So Beth Jen will take a 1-point advantage into the second half, 26-25.
Looks like a bullseye there for Beth. So she increases her lead to 2 with 4 throws to go.
She is really playing well here in the postseason. Another bullseye, her 3rd of the match.
See how both competitors respond to the pressure. And it looks like Beth has a mission. Ooh, rule the 5 there for Cody. It looks like a dangerously close to a 4, and as honest of a competitor as Cody is, he sees that as well. So unfortunately for him, he falls off the 5 train and gives up another point to Beth, so 3-point lead with 3 throws to go.
A really classy move there from Cody Yoakum. Every player in this league, they want to win the right way. They want to do it honorably.
Yeah, with so much on the line, he could have definitely just gone up there and taken his axe, taken his 5, but then he would have to look at that belt and know that he came about it the wrong way.
Yeah, he'd have to live with that for the rest of his life. Instead, it's a 2-point game now. So Cody Yoakum gaining a little bit of ground.
Yep, hoping to find that bullseye, hoping that Beth throws another 4 to tie this thing up with 1 throw to go. Beth did her part. She threw a 4. And Cody is off the mark. It looks like that could be a 5, though. So he is able to gain a point on her.
So it's going to be a 1-point lead for Beth Jen heading into the 10th throw.
So Beth finding a bad time to get stuck in the vortex here. She dangerously flirting with ending her season.
Well, Cody Yoakum went to sudden death in his last matchup. We'll see if he does it again here against Beth Jen. She threw a 4.
Wow.
How about that?
Man,
Cody Yoakum throws a 4 as well, so Beth Jen surviving and advancing 49-48 over Cody Yoakum.
yeah, Beth with a dangerous 4 there on her 10th throw, and Cody unable to capitalize on it. Unfortunately for him, he throws a 4 as well, and his season is done, ending at 24-8. But a really nice season for Cody the Kilt Shot Yoakum, and for Beth, she advances to the B bracket. She's going to have a rematch here with Eric the Scope Shizzle. We know how exciting that first matchup was between the two of them. I'm sure the next one's going to be just as exciting.
Well, Beth Jen has put together her best season yet on Battle Axe, and it's not over yet. She's ready to go here for another winner-go-home matchup. Beth Jen will be taking on Eric the Scope Shizzle.
Yeah, so again, we had a tremendous matchup between these two competitors earlier in the night. Now with their back up against the wall in the B bracket, we'll see how it fares.
Winner of this one will advance to take on Casey Laserwolf Nines. And then after that one, it's on to the championship for the winner.
Yeah, so Beth with a 4 to get this match started. Fortunately for her, Eric also threw a 4.
Fortunately?
Exactly. Well, we know, Joey, too, like this is an unusual night here with the tournament. You know, all these competitors are throwing a lot of throws. So fatigue definitely factors in when it comes down to this part of the night.
Yeah, this is a much longer night than the typical week on Battle Axe.
Hold, please. That snuck in. No. 4 and 4.
So another couple 4s there for both competitors. But for Beth,
All right, you're
this
all
is now
tied up.
5 consecutive
Throw number
4s,
3.
dating back to her last matchup with Cody Yoakum. So she's definitely stuck in that vortex, something she needs to get figured out.
And to your point on fatigue, Bobby, it's just another reason why being in the position that Matt Bradshaw is in is so advantageous. As these competitors are just battling it out, he's just sitting there waiting for the matchup.
Absolutely. He can get some rest in. He can get some throws in if he wants
6-3.
to. But for him, he can just kind of sit back and watch his competitors. As you can see, he's judging currently. So, but
A little
Eric,
bullseye
All right,
there
this
from
is
the
throw
scope.
number 4.
yeah, Eric doing a
by
really
3.
nice job of capitalizing on
Yep.
Beth's devastating
Lanes are
3.
live.
And also, you can hear the crowd getting rowdy. Everyone wants to see a great matchup and a champion crowned.
Well, Beth Jen getting a 4 there, and Eric the Scope taking advantage again. It looks like that's a 5.
Yeah, it could be a 5.
4.
Rule
Well,
of 4,
it's not
though.
a 5. It's a 4, so no ground gain for Eric the Scope on that one. Missed opportunity
All right,
for the
this is throw
Scope.
number 5.
It
Eric
remains
by
a 3-point
3,
game.
18-15.
Yeah, Eric got a little closer look at it, didn't contest it at all, so he must have been seeing what the Magic Man was seeing as well. But for Beth, she's got to get her throw figured out right now. And unfortunately for her, it looks like that could be another 3 there, Joey.
Well, she had been playing so well, you have to wonder how much is
5-3.
fatigue playing a factor here.
Well, and as we've talked about all season long too, Joey, not all 4s are the same, not all 5s are
All
the
right,
same.
touch 'em
And
up,
as you can
switch 'em
see
up.
from her the last few
Turn.
throws
Eric is
that
up by
she's had,
5,
she's kind of
23-18.
living in that dangerous 3 ring. So those 4s aren't even close to being 5s. But maybe the changing of lanes will help her out, and it looks like that did there on her 6th throw.
Hold, please.
But-
Well, a nice throw there from the Scope as well. That might be a bullseye.
Yeah, Eric doing a really nice job of just consistently throwing. Looks like that could be a bullseye if it's popping through in the bottom part of that blade. And again, all you need to do is see a little bit of red there on that blade on each side, and it counts as a
5,
bullseye.
6.
And a nice bullseye there by Eric the Scope.
His second bullseye of the match. That extends his lead to 6. Beth Jen just
Finished him.
got to be wondering, what do I have to do here? She threw a
All right,
5,
this is throw
but
number
the Scope
7.
threw a
Eric by
bullseye. She's going to
6.
have to get really hot here on the last 4 throws.
And again, that kill shot, we got to use that as an aggressive tool here. So, especially when she's throwing off the mark like this, and there's another 4 there for her. If she can hit that kill shot, she can maybe give herself like a burst of energy, and really pump up the crowd and affect Eric's throw.
She's got it in her arsenal. She's thrown a few this postseason.
4.
So, too, has Eric the Scope.
We don't call him the Scope for nothing.
Yeah, in fact,
This is throw number
who
8.
knows? Had he
Eric
not
by
gone
6,
for the kill shot
32-27.
earlier on, he might not be here in the B bracket right now.
Correct, exactly. There's a little different energy with this matchup here now that they know it's a winner go home. So I would love to see Beth go for the kill shot here, really put some pressure on Eric, perhaps force him to actually go for the kill shot with one of the remaining 3 throws. But it looks like a 5 there for Beth. And then for Eric, he's just happy to trade points or just put any kind of points on the board at this point.
5-4.
Yeah, and of course, earlier in the first matchup for these two in the postseason was Eric the Scope leading Beth
Throw
Jen
number
by
9,
8 heading into
Eric
the
by
10th
5.
throw. And then he
Kill
went for
shot
the kill
called on the
shot. She
left.
hit it and sent him to sudden death and then took him down. And this time,
He's
he's
saying-
not going for the kill shot with the season on the line.
Yeah, it's a real fool me once situation here with Eric the Scope. So he's going to stay down and play the board. Let's see how Beth handles this kill shot here. Off the mark. Then for Eric, he can smell his matchup
Miss,
with
4.
Casey Laser Wolf 9s right around the corner. But he's got to figure out he's all of a sudden stuck in this vortex too, Joey.
All right,
Nothing
throw
you
number
want to
10.
have when you
Eric by 9.
want to make your way back to that
41-32.
championship matchup.
Kill shots called.
So Eric
left
the
and
Scope,
right.
he's
Here
up
we
by
go.
9. He can afford to miss a kill shot now with that 9-point advantage. 1 point makes all the difference.
It does, and the practice, really helps. We know these matchups are going to be close.
Miss.
Beth, she's off the mark, and Eric is also off the mark. So 41-32, and
Well,
Beth's
hey,
season's done.
A great run for Beth Jen comes to an end. Eric the Scope moving on. He wins it 41-32.
Yeah, just a tremendous season by Beth Jen. She did a really nice job of stepping up her game. She really found herself living in that 5 and 6 ring, especially to get this tournament started. Unfortunately for her, the wheels kind of came off in this matchup. She had a couple 3s, something we really seen her eliminate out of her game, and then just too many 4s on the board, and then unable to hit the kill shot to really put some pressure on the Scope. But as it stands, Eric the Scope advances. He'll take on Casey Laser Wolf 9s, which should be a tremendous matchup, and then the winner of that will get to face the Magic Man for the title.
Well, a great season and a great run for Beth Jen. Here's Beth on her performance in this tournament.
Not the way I wanted it to, but also the way I wanted it to. I ended up having a rematch with Eric, which was really fun. So we could kind of continue that trash talk throughout. And he threw really well in that match, and I had a couple 3s. So some things just got away from me a little bit in terms of the consistency. But I did get 4th place, which is the best I've ever done, and that was my goal coming into tonight, was to finish 4th. So I started the night seeded 4th. I finished 4th. I'm really happy about that.
Well, Beth Jen with lots to smile about here after a great tournament. And we've got just a few matches left to go to crown a Battle Axe champion. Here's an updated look at the B bracket. It's going to be Casey Laser Wolf 9s taking on Eric the Scope Shizzle. The winner will advance to the championship to take on Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. We'll bring you the final matchups here on Battle Axe. Stay tuned to MC22. Welcome back to Battle Axe. We're here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque to crown a Battle Axe champion in this double elimination postseason tournament. And nobody's been thriving under the pressure of double elimination quite like Eric the Scope this postseason. He's battled his way back all the way to the final matchup in the B bracket. Here's Eric the Scope Shizzle on fighting back.
But, I see the winner's circle coming up pretty quick here. I've heard whispers of people calling me the champ. I didn't do that. I didn't influence that, actually. That was paid for by somebody else. It'd have to be, because I have no knowledge of that. I'm just a humble man, and I would never self-proclaim myself as the champ. The greatest, yes. Ever was, never will be. That is for certain. But call me the champ. That's a lot.
Eric the Scope, filled with confidence, but he's humble as well.
I think he can smell that championship belt right around the corner.
Casey Laser Wolf 9s looking to take down the Scope. These two former champions going head-to-head in a win-or-go-home matchup.
Yeah, each competitor doing a really nice job of putting together a tremendous tournament. We shouldn't be surprised to see either of these competitors in this situation.
Winner of this one will advance to the championship matchup to take on the defending champion, Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw.
Nice bullseye there by Eric to get the night started. I was wondering if Eric was going to have the same kind of problem that Beth did when she kind of got stuck in the vortex versus her matchup with Cody, and then that kind of carried over to her next matchup. But fortunately for the scope, he's able to get out of the vortex and find that bullseye.
Well, Laser Wolf with a 4. We'll see if Eric the Scope can take advantage, and indeed he does.
Yeah, another nice throw there by Eric.
5 Eric.
So Eric the Scope quickly building a 2-point advantage over Laser Wolf.
But Cody's cool, calm, and collected. He's been in this situation before. He's got a lot of throws left, so he just got to focus up, play his game, not worried about what Eric's doing over there.
Nice throw.
Really nice.
Just when he needed it.
We'll see how Eric responds here. It looks like that could be a bullseye if it's popping through on the left-hand side, and it is ruled bullseye.
A great start here for Eric the Scope. 2 bullseyes and a 5. He's got a 2-point lead. Casey Laser Wolf 9 starting to heat up with a bullseye of his own.
Looks like that could be a 5. Casey's definitely hoping it's a 5. And we can just tell Eric is really taking his time. He's really focusing up on that board. He wants that championship belt.
And bullseye Casey.
Oh, and ruled a bullseye there, so.
Back-to-back bullseyes for Laser Wolf.
5th throw, and you guys are
Yeah, all tied 21-21 going into the 5th throw. Casey doing a nice job of battling back. And let's see if he can hit the unicorn. Unfortunately for him, he is off the mark. It looks like that's a 4 now.
Big opportunity here for Eric the Scope.
4 Casey.
Oh, and that looks like it
4
could be a
Casey, 5
5
Eric.
for Casey if it's popping through the bottom-hand side of that blade. Ruled a 4. And Casey's going to get a closer look. Yeah, from that action cam, Joe, you could kind of see it
5
popping
Casey.
through.
So a
they're
ruling
still
that
tied at 26.
greatly benefits Casey Laser Wolf 9s. It's all tied up at 26 after the first half.
Yeah, shouldn't be shocked to see a very close matchup here, all tied up going into the 6th throw. Looks like that could be a 5 there for Laser Wolf. And it looks like that's a 5 there for Eric as well.
So a couple of 5s once again for Shizzle and 9s. 31 all, 4 throws to go. The season on the line.
Yeah, you can really tell this is going to come down to who makes a mistake first. I mean, both competitors are great at capitalizing on their opponent's mistake. It's just who's gonna blink first. And nice throw there by Casey. Could be a bullseye, and Eric
Casey,
off the
4 Eric.
mark. Perhaps that's the mistake we were looking for here, Joey.
Well, Casey Laser Wolf 9s has the lead now, 36-35. 3 throws to go.
And for Eric, of course, the kill shots in his repertoire. Looks like that could be a 4 there for Casey. So let's see if Eric can capitalize on it.
4 and 4.
So rule of 4. Casey might want to get a closer look. Maybe see if it's popping through on that right-hand side for a 5. He just decides to take the 4 and go with the next couple throws here.
40-39 9s with 2 throws to go. I don't think you need to go for the kill shot here if you're Eric the Scope.
No, you just need to keep trying to capitalize on Cody's mistake there.
Hold.
Looks like a 4 there for
4 Casey.
Casey. And Eric is praying that that's a 5. That's popping there in the bottom part of the blade, but I don't know if he's going to be that lucky. Jenny getting a close look.
This is
think
a
it's a 4.
crucial ruling.
So rule to 4.
Yeah, why don't you look at it?
Eric knows he needs this point, so he might be calling for a second here.
No reason not to. With the entire season on the line, we'll see what the Magic
was
Man has to
9.
say about this one.
Correct. I mean, from the action cam, it looked pretty close. But again, it's a little bit of that blade has to be popping through in that 5 ring, and we could be all tied up here. But rule to 4.
Final call is 4.
So Casey Laser Wolf 9s bringing
This
a
is the
1-point
last
lead
throw.
into the
Casey's
10th
up by
throw.
1. It's 43.
Well, you wanted
44.
pressure, Joey. You got pressure. We got 1 throw to go. Casey throwing a couple 4s. Eric has been unable to capitalize on his mistakes there. Talk about a pressure throw. We're about to have one. It looks like a 5 there, so Eric needs a bullseye to tie this thing up. Let's see if he can do it. Off the mark.
5 and 5.
Didn't miss it by
All right,
much,
again.
but
Man.
Battle
48,
Axe,
Eric,
a game
49,
of
Casey.
centimeters, and Eric the Scope Shizzle comes up just short. Casey Laserwolf Nines heading back to the championship. He wins it 49-48.
Well, this is a pressure cooker matchup, Joey, and Casey Laserwolf 9 survives the gauntlet of the B bracket, and he'll go back up to the A bracket to face Matt, the Magic Man Bradshaw, for the title. But what a tremendous season for Eric the Scope. He started off this matchup really nice with a couple bullseyes there in his first 3 throws. Unfortunately for him, though, he was unable to capitalize on Casey's mistakes that he was making towards the end of the matchup here. So his season will come to an end. He'll become a spectator, but very close in 3rd place. Ain't too bad.
Well, the top 2 seeds going head-to-head for a Battle Axe championship. Let's get right to it. Casey Laserwolf Nines taking on the defending champion, Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw.
So now everything resets, Joey. It is a best of 3. So the first person to win 2 matches gets to take home that beautiful, beautiful belt.
Sorry.
Well, a nice start here for the Magic Man.
Bullseye math for Casey.
A bullseye. Nines throws a 4.
And unfortunately for Casey, his 4s that he had towards the end of the matchup there with Eric are starting to bleed over into this matchup to get it started, so he's got to fix that right away because he knows better than most that 4s are not going to beat the Magic Man.
Another 4 for Nines, and he can't believe it.
You can see the
4 and
devastation
bullseye.
there in his eyes. And Matt, of course, doing a great job of capitalizing another flush, picturesque bullseye.
He's just been waiting around for this opportunity in this moment, and he is taking full advantage, back-to-back bullseyes.
Fatigue starting to set in, but a nice throw there by Casey Laserwolf.
Well,
Bullseye,
we've got a
bullseye.
unicorn from the Magic Man. 3 straight bullseyes to start this championship matchup. Laser Wolf throws a bullseye as well, so it remains a 4-point lead for the Magic Man.
Yeah, nice start here by Mr. Bradshaw, and looks like a 5 there, possibly a bullseye if it's popping through in the top part of that blade there for
Let's see,
Casey.
we got a 5 for
But it is a
Casey
5.
and a bullseye
We'll see
math.
what the ruling is for Matt, and it is a 6. So he is
All
not
right,
messing
and this is
around. He
your
does not
fifth
want that
throw.
belt
Matt is up
to
by
go to
5.
anybody else.
19 to
What a
24.
start for the Magic Man. This is the Magic Man we all know and love. He was kind of in a funk early
Correct.
on in the tournament, but he's really got his foot on the gas now.
Yeah, and Casey looks like he's starting to find his throw as
Bullseye,
well.
bullseye.
But
Nice.
this is what it's like to go up against the Magic Man. You hit a nice flush bullseye, and you look over, and there's an even more picturesque bullseye there.
5 straight bullseyes to start the championship series for the Magic Man. He takes a commanding 5-point lead into the second half.
Looks like a 5 there for Laser Wolf, but yeah, Matt is not messing around. Another
Bullseye, Matt.
bullseye, changing lanes doesn't affect him at all.
Back-to-back unicorns for the Magic Man. And all Casey Nines can do at this point is tip his cap to the Magic Man and start preparing for that kill shot attempt.
Exactly, and this kind of goes back to my point earlier in the night, Joey, is if you go for the kill shot, sooner rather than later, perhaps you can put some pressure on the Magic Man, kind of change the momentum of this matchup.
4, Casey?
But as it stands, he's playing the board. And you got to almost assume Matt's going to be throwing a bullseye here, so you got to be the aggressor some way, shape, or form.
Sorry.
Remarkable stuff here from the defending champion.
It looks like that could be a 5. I think it was initially called a 4 there by Jenny. Got to get a closer look. And it is ruled a 5, so Casey able to at least not go down even farther.
This is throw
He's
number
down by
8.
8.
Matt
3
is up by
throws to
8.
go.
Yeah, see, again, this is where I want to see Casey go for that kill shot. We know where he's at, and he's got to start turning it on sooner rather
Bullseye,
than later.
bullseye.
Well, a nice throw there from Laser Wolf. It's a bullseye, but surprise, surprise, the Magic Man
Man.
throws a
This is
bullseye
throw
as well.
9.
8 straight bullseyes from the defending champion.
All right.
If he goes for 2 kill shots and hits it, he will have a perfect round here, Joey. He's electing to stay and play the board, and I believe Casey is calling for the kill shot. Looks like he's set up for it,
Yeah, he really needs to
Miss
be.
and he's
Casey?
off the mark. Man, and so it looks like Matt with another bullseye.
5, Matt.
Oh, but ruled a 5. So he is mortal. We can get a closer look. I was very close to being
All
the
right,
bullseye.
last throw. Matt's up by 13.
53 to 40. The Magic Man going up for the kill shot. Laser Wolf going to go as well. Why not?
Why not? Just get it in. You know, this matchup's all but done. But the way Matt's throwing, you know you're going to need this for the next couple matches as well.
0.
And Matt with a flush kill shot.
All
What a
right,
way
good
for the
game.
Magic Man
It
to
was
wrap up
40 Casey to
one of the
61
best
Matt. And we're on to
postseason
the
rounds
next
we've
round.
seen yet here on Battle Axe, and it comes in the championship series. He gets the win 61 to 40.
Yeah, Matt would maybe he was just kind of baiting everybody earlier in the match or earlier in the tournament, thinking that they had a chance here. But he puts up together a tremendous round here. If he would have gone for the kill shot on that 9th throw and hit the kill shot, that would have been a perfect round. Matt is definitely in championship form, and for Casey, he just needs to reset, refocus up on that board. He knows he can hang with Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. He just needs to be the aggressor and put the pedal to the metal.
Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, one win away from another championship. We'll crown a champion straight ahead here on Battle Axe. Welcome back to postseason Battle Axe here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford, and we are set to crown a Battle Axe champion. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw looking to defend the title. He's taken on Casey Laser Wolf Nines. Bradshaw just put up a round of 61 to get a victory in the opening matchup of the championship series. Bradshaw now just one win away from the title. We'll see if Casey Nines can fight back and force a Game 3.
Yeah, so Casey's already faced an elimination matchup. Matt has not faced that yet, so we'll see how that kind of pressure is helped or hurting Casey
For
Laser Wolf
Casey,
Nines.
bullseye Matt.
And, of course, Matt just picking right up where he left off. Another bullseye.
And a 4 for Laser Wolf. He knows he can't throw any more of those if he wants a chance against the Magic Man.
Exactly. And you can just see Matt's so focused. He's so primed and ready for this this moment here. Another bullseye.
Bullseye,
That
Matt.
could be a bullseye if it's popping through in the bottom part of that
Bullseye,
blade there for Casey, and it is.
Well, he needed that in the worst kind of way. That keeps it a 2-point game. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw throwing unbelievably well right now.
Yeah, Casey with the benefit of having that big axe that he has. And, oh, man, the axe getting away from him. A devastating
3
3.
Casey, bullseye Matt.
You can see the shock in his face.
He sees that belt slipping away. Another unicorn from the Magic Man. In the blink of an eye, he's got a 5-point lead.
Unfortunately for Laser Wolf, there's still many throws to go here.
And there's always that kill shot.
And always the kill shot. So he did
Bullseye,
a nice job to
bullseye.
get back on the horse there. But another 6 there for Matt the Magic Man.
All right, 5th
He is
row,
on a
Matt
tear.
is up by 5.
4 straight bullseyes to start this one after throwing 8 straight bullseyes in the opening matchup of the championship series.
There, another nice throw there by Laser Wolf. And another just
5
bullseye
Casey,
there
bullseye
for
Matt.
Matt the Magic Man. What a tremendous showing he's putting on.
Another perfect first half for the Magic Man here in the championship. He's 5 throws away from another title.
There's nice throw there by Casey. Looks like a bullseye.
6 Casey, 5 Matt.
And Matt is off the mark, so Casey able to get a point. 5-point game with 4 throws to go.
This one's not over yet, folks. Casey Laser Wolf Nines looking to chip away a little bit and then go for that kill shot.
Nice. It looks like that's a 5 there. Could be a bullseye.
5 Casey,
Looks like a
bullseye
bullseye
Matt.
there for Matt. So Matt able to get that point back. But this is the time where I'd like to see Casey go for that kill shot. Become the aggressor even though you're behind.
Doesn't look like he will, though.
No.
But I agree with you. Put a little pressure on the Magic Man. Really make him think about his final couple of throws.
Absolutely. You got to figure out any kind of way to get him
Five
off his
Matt,
throw.
bullseye Casey.
He's throwing lights out right now. Casey with a nice bullseye able to get that.
All right, this
Point
is
back.
row 9. Matt is up by 5.
but he needs this kill shot now. He needs to go for it. This is essentially the game if he doesn't.
And it doesn't look like he will.
He's going to sit down and play the board, hope that Matt makes a mistake, but we know that is very rare.
Well, a nice throw from Laser Wolf.
Bullseye and bullseye.
And a great throw from Bradshaw as well. A couple of bullseyes. 5-point lead still for the
All
Magic
right.
Man. One throw to go. You got to go for the kill shot here, right?
You got to go for the kill shot. You got to hope for Matt to make a mistake, perhaps go for the kill shot with you, but it looks like both of them are going to be playing the board. Kind of a shocking decision there.
Bullseye and bullseye.
Well, that's going to do it. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw wrapping up a
All right,
remarkable
good game.
championship
53,
series.
58
Bradshaw remains atop the Battle Axe Mountain. He's a back-to-back champion.
Yeah, so Matt with just a tremendous championship showing there. He came out of this tournament a little cold to get the night started, but man, when it mattered most, he really turned it on. So as you can see, only 2 5s on this scorecard, 1 5 on the previous one. Everything else was bullseyes and kill shots. So tremendous champion. And then for Casey Laser Wolf 9s, he just needed to be more aggressive with that kill shot. Maybe something that he can take into next season and really kind of hone in, focus up on that kill shot, because we know he's got that 5 and 6 throw down, but he really needs to get that kill shot dialed in to improve his game.
Well, they say it's not about how you start, but how you finish, and what a finish it was for the Magic Man. Let's throw it down to an interview with our champion on his night.
The adrenaline's still pumping. It was a tough night tonight. Everybody was throwing great from the get-go, which is just accumulation from week 1 to week 7. Is these guys have just been phenomenal. And there were some issues tonight with the heat. Things got a little bit sticky. I think everybody had a couple of throws that were stuck and got away from them. I certainly had a few like that. So it definitely put everybody on their toes. So it was hard fought tonight.
Well, it is time to crown our champion in our post-game wrap-up.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, champion once again here on Battle Axe. There's nobody better.
Incredibly fought tournament for Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. He definitely earned this title. Let's hear what he has to say.
Actually, this was a fantastic tournament. Everybody should be proud of themselves for the way they threw tonight. We had basically everything under the sun. So from kill shots to more kill shots to even more kill shots. It was just a fantastic tournament from everybody. And I appreciate every one of you guys, because you guys have been throwing lights out all season long. And you guys make me better, and hopefully I can make you guys feel better.
You do.
So this is a push and pull type thing, so I greatly appreciate every one of you guys. You guys were fantastic tonight. Thank you.
Thunderous applause for Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, champion once again here on Battle Axe. For Bobby Bradford and the entire MC22 crew, this is Joey Danya signing off. We'll see you next season here on Battle Axe.